Hi everyone, Sandy here from Chinita Food and Travel. I'm very excited because I have a special guest with me today, a friend from New Zealand, Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Lauren moved to Mexico not knowing because she arrived 2 weeks before the lockdown and has basically been indoors for 4 months.
Yeah, that's about right.
I want to talk about what expats experience in Mexico in terms of all of the weird, quirky things that Mexico has. There are so many culture shocks.
I had no idea what to expect.
So, what was your first connection with Mexico when you arrived?
When I was landing in the plane, it was nighttime and I could just see no coast, no water, all lights of a huge sprawling metropolis of a city. Basically the size of the city when I was coming down on the plane. Whoa, that was intense.
Yeah, and I think that's the best time to fly into Mexico City because it actually looks beautiful with all of the city lights, and it's just endless lights, and you're flying in and it looks really beautiful. What have you thought of the food?
I have two favorites for sure. I tried elote, and the corn here is a lot bigger than what we get in New Zealand, and it's not like a yellow color, it's sort of like a white color. This was basically corn on the cob with mayonnaise, salt, chili, lemon, and crumbled cheese, and it was so good. That combination of corn and mayo is like not really something common in New Zealand. We'd probably have like corn on the barbecue with a knob of butter, and that's about it. But this was really interesting for me. The second one is tinga, and I've tried both tinga de pollo and tinga de zanahoria. I really like the carrot one. It's like, you know, some vegetarian options are like, the meat option is always better, but I actually like this one.
It's like a stew with smoky chipotle chilies, tomatoes, a lot of onion. You can have it with the chicken, shredded chicken or beef, and I've done it with carrot. I really like it with shredded carrot, That's really delicious on tostadas or tacos, with guacamole. And So what have been some of the like weird things?
This story is probably my hands down weirdest story. Me and Mayito were walking down the street one day near a park, and a police car was driving past slowly, and they put their sirens on and pulled over. Came out and spoke to us and said, somebody on the street has reported that there's a dangerous person walking around. We haven't seen any dangerous people, and we're not saying you guys look dangerous, but can we just check you?
She just sticks out like a sore thumb here because like there's really no one with her sort of features.
Looks like a ghost.
No,
yeah.
no.
But they were like, can we just check you because, you know, this person might be looking out their window making sure that we're doing our jobs. While they were like patting down Mayito, they said, so where are you from? New Zealand. Oh, wow. So do you guys drink lots in New Zealand? Yeah, we drink lots of alcohol, and I didn't know if this was some sort of trap, like I was going to get sent to jail for like talking about alcohol. They were like, what sort of alcohol do you guys drink in New Zealand? All sorts. And what alcohol do you like? And it was just like you were yarning to some friend.
Instead of them being like cops and having sort of an authoritative place in society.
They actually said at the end of our encounter, well, I hope you enjoy Mexico and you've got a good impression of the police. I was like, okay.
Thank you, but you just left a very weird impression. Yeah. Police officers here they're personalities. I don't know, like I did work experience for the Sydney Police Force when I was in high school. I always wanted to be a detective or a lawyer and go after the bad guys, but after I did that work experience I was like, no, maybe not, because we went to like homicide and water police, horseback, canine squad, and I saw photos of like really terrible things, and I thought, I don't think I have the stomach for this. You have to pass so many filters to be a police officer in Australia. Like you have to have certain percentage of body fat. There's an education minimum, you know. Here I don't think there's not much of a requirement. Yeah, it's a part of like the funny normal things in Mexico. Like I used to have neighbors that would drink outside of my house, and I would call the police, and the police officers would rock up and start drinking with my neighbors, and I'd be like, geez, you guys suck, you know.
Yeah, I think like hearing that story reminds me of like my first impression of the Mexican people is such a good impression. I mean that they are really friendly and they are cheeky. They like to have fun. They like to joke with you. Like just if you're walking down the street, people will say, "Hola, buenas tardes, ¿qué tal? What's up?" And you don't even know these people, but they're just always saying hello, real friendly. I like that. It's really social.
Yeah, yeah. And that's something that you've perceived even with the lockdown, because I know that if we weren't, you know, in this situation, that opinion that you have would be magnified by 1,000, because Mexican people are the loveliest people in the world. I mean, I've traveled a lot. You have too. The hospitality of the Mexicans, it's amazing, you know. They're very warm, very festive. They love to joke around. They have a great sense of humor. And I think that's part of like the magic of Mexico, because not only is it so rich in culture and gastronomy, history, the language, the people are what make Mexico such a unique country in the world. The hospitality is, you know, unmatched.
And I feel like even during lockdown, this goes to say a lot for the people of Mexico. I've managed to make a couple of friends. I go out every day to the park, and I've now got a running buddy. I've got Sandy here, which is amazing to have a friend from down under all the way over here. And to be able to say all those like Aussie Kiwi jokes that we've got in common. So
definitely.
refreshing.
Basically, I've been exposed more to the American culture. I have American friends. So it's so refreshing for me to be able to, you know, hang out and have our silly kind of inside jokes. I feel like she's part of my family, but I think that's what happens when expats move to other countries. Once you find somebody who's like from your country, there's an immediate connection.
We have our mascots behind us here, if you didn't already notice. We're very proud of our mascots, and we wanted to set them up just for the video. So
exactly.
Hope you enjoyed and appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like, can you get the grass out of Mr. Kanga? She's like, that's Aussie pride right there. You bet.
One other thing that I wanted to say is like, from an expat point of view, is the shock of coming here was already after a couple of months, I started missing all the food from my place, especially in lockdown when there was crazy times, when you miss your friends and family and you're in a new place. The one thing that can make you happy is food, right now.
The comfort.
Yeah, and when you don't even have that food that you're used to, sometimes you're like, oh, I just kill for some Pix peanut butter. The more you walk around and explore the neighborhoods that you're in, you're sure to find something that resonates with you, that reminds you from home. Like I've found my 2 all-time favorite bakeries, and I always go there to get a good baguette, some nice tarts and European pastries and things like that aren't so common here, that just make me feel like I'm home.
I think one of the things that I've missed as an expat local, I'm kind of a hybrid, I really miss Chinese food and Asian food. There used to be a little spot, and the food was amazing. I felt like I was in Sydney, you know, and I felt that comfort, you know. That restaurant doesn't exist anymore. It's such a shame. That is something that you can't get in Mexico. Asian, Thai, Vietnamese, and there are spots, they're not cheap and they're not that great. So the food scene is fabulous for specific things. Obviously for the local stuff, because Mexico's gastronomy is amazing.
It is amazing. And the service as well. I was blown away at the service. Again, that friendliness of the people. They're so attentive to you.
So on behalf of the Australasian family, we have Mr. Kanga, Mr. Kiwi, and little Coco right here. So you're the voice, try and understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. Whoa, whoa. We're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear. Whoa, whoa. now if you want to check out our new single. So thanks so much, Lauren, for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me on your channel. This is fully new for me, but I am stoked to make my debut on your channel.
Yes, yes. All of the expats that are living in Mexico, we wanted to do this video so that you guys don't feel weird, you know, like, oh, this is such a bizarre dimension that I've stepped into. This is Mexico, but Mexico's fabulous. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and till next time, Chinita out. Make a noise and make it clear.
Now for a bit of Fonzie.
Okay. Oh, little darling, won't you
We
say
just
you're
wanted to
gonna
leave you.
marry me?
We just want to leave you guys with a bit of Fonzie.
And Jimmy
Oh, the Jimmy
Buns.
Buns. I know the working class man one.
Oh, oh, he's a
working class man.
yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely like working those nodules.
What about Daryl Braithwaite?
I don't know him.
Oh, Kylie Minogue. Come on.
Yeah, I know her.
Better the devil you know. Better the devil you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. We come from the land down under. We're just like all over the place. And that gentleman, Mayito, ¿qué vende ese señor que chifla? Oh, yeah, yeah. So that is actually a dude that comes around on a bike and he will sharpen your knives. Like, it sounds so random, but that's literally the service that he offers in the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Like, he has his blade and the thing.
Yeah, we have a guy who sells water, a guy who sells bread, a guy who sells tamales oaxaqueños, and a guy that sells
Tamales.
Yeah, calientitos.
Oaxaqueños. Have you gotten the Se vende?
Yeah.
Colchones.
Limpiadores.
Refrigeradores.
Yeah.
Guys,
all of that.
this might sound really bizarre, but once you live here, that is part of your day to day.
I can't sleep in because all these people yelling, El Ghost!
She's strong. She does it. She does it exactly the same. This is something that annoys me because I come back from gigs sometimes really late, right?
Yeah.
And then you get the garbage dudes with the big freaking bells going cling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling at 7 a.m.
I can actually sleep through that bell now. My room is like right by the street, and you just hear and he just stands there for like 30 seconds. It's like, dude, I heard you the first 2 seconds.
And I'm
Can
sure
you move down
did.
the street a bit?
No. But the rubbish dudes, man, they're like cool. They become your friends. We're always like, hey, how you doing? Even if I have no rubbish. But it's kind of like, man, I have a whole bunch of crap. No worries, Sandy. We'll take care of it. No questions asked. I mean, how many people may have thrown away a body?
I mean, can you trust this gal?
You can.
This is what she's trying to say.
Thanks, guys. See you next time. Guys, I forgot to tell you, stick around for part 2 of this interview with Lauren. I brought some Mexican snacks, some weird things, some a little bit more traditional. A lot of things that I haven't tried, so it should be fun. Stick around. Lauren, thanks so much for being with me today. I think this was a really great... Fuck. Lauren, it was so much fun. You look like you're about to piss yourself. Oh.
Oh my god, we fucking sucked.
I know. Guys, don't forget to still fucking now.
More friendly.
Y tu risa, pinche Mayito.
Pinche Mayito.
Some of the most important things that you have to learn in a country, this woman has already picked up. You gotta pick up the slang, yo. No?
Yes.